What is going on, guys? Ryan from Livin Salty here. Today we have an unboxing slash fishing video for you guys, specifically slow pitch jigging. Holy crap, it's a grouper! Holy crap! Woo-wee! When was the last time you had a fish on slow pitch? Pull him up sideways and it feels like a big fish. We got a fish on! And this one feels like a good one. Oh! Wait a minute. Oh, that thing is ginormous! I see color. Lane snapper! Oh my, a grouper opening! Oh my god! It's a big old mutton snapper! Oh my god! That's absolutely delicious. Just a simple recipe. You guys might have seen some slow pitch jigging content on our channel previously, and that's going to be with two identical setups, which are going to be right here, or this is going to be one of them. This is going to be a Gomexus LS20 fishing reel right here, conventional style. Now, Gomexus reached out to me recently once they released their brand new LS20 reel and were nice enough to send me one of these brand new reels. So thank you guys very much to try out here today for you guys. So we're gonna do a little unboxing for you, but this is my Gomexus LS20 combo here on a slow pitch rod. It's been an absolutely awesome reel. We've caught big fish on these, including sharks. Senior Salty is actually a dedicated video of Senior Salty catching a shark on this exact combo right here. Big old shark. So they're very, very impressive reels, and I'm very excited to check out what they sent me here today. We're gonna go ahead, check out what we got. Looks like we got a nice Gomexus hat there. A little swag first, some stickers, and then what we're really interested in here today, the Gomexus LX20 or LS20. There's some quick specs here on this reel. We are going to have a 6.5:1 gear ratio for 30-pound braided line, which we are actually going to be putting 20-pound line on this, but it's going to be rated for 455 yards at 30 pounds. We are going to be spooling it up here shortly with 500 yards of 20-pound braided line. And your max drag capacity is going to be 25 pounds, and it has 9+1 ball bearings. That being said, let's take a look at this reel. Got a nice fancy reel box with it. Some quick instructions. And the big reveal. Voila! Look how beautiful and shiny that brand new reel is. Let's go ahead and pop it out of its case, give you guys a good look. So this is an absolutely beautiful looking reel to start off. Completely silver, a little bit of black accents on it compared to my other reel there. The LX20 has some blue accents. Now this reel is going to come in at a little bit higher price point. This one's going to be $299. So at this higher price point, you're going to get better drag capacity, you're going to get better torque, you're going to get better line capacity, and you're also going to get better internal components used to make this reel. So just here on first impressions, this reel is really impressive. Very, very smooth. The drag feels smooth. Everything feels great. I'm super stoked to get out there. So tomorrow we are actually heading out going offshore fishing. Me and Senior Salty there behind the camera. We're gonna be doing a whole lot of fishing, but we are also gonna bring our slow pitch arsenal, including our brand new LS20 here. And we're gonna be giving it a try, hopefully get on some good fish. But we're gonna go ahead and spool this up, and we'll see you guys on the boat tomorrow. Alright, we have finally made it out offshore to do some slow pitch jigging after what was a couple weeks of really bad weather. So we're going to go ahead and rig up our jigs. We're using this gypsy lure right here, 150 grams. We're fishing in about 85 feet of water off of the ledge out here off of Fort Pierce. And we're drifting about 1 mile an hour. Hoping to get on some fish today and put this new Gomexus reel to the test. Huh? Absolutely, you can catch grouper on this. So it's actually May 2nd, the day we're filming this. So grouper season just opened yesterday, which is like practically a national holiday down here in South Florida. Everybody waits to get their grouper, black groupers and red groupers and all that kind of good stuff. So we would be very lucky if we caught a grouper let alone a keeper grouper today, but we're gonna give it a shot. So far though, really loving the new LS20 here. This thing is very smooth, especially when dropping back down the jig. The drag feels very, very nice. There's Salty! Woo! Make sure that drag's good. Oh, loose. Oh man, there we go. Not on the new reel, but still a nice Gomexus LS20 he's using there. Get him up, Senior Salty, how you doing? Don't high stick it, don't high stick it. Nice fish, nice fish. Crank on him, crank on him. That seems like a decent fish. Woo-wee! When was the last time you had a fish on slow pitch?
Shark.
Shark, yeah, that was a while ago. He's cranking. We got our leader, got about 20 feet to go. I see color. That looks like it might be like an amber. Holy crap, it's a grouper. Holy crap. Oh my God. Hold him, hold him, hold him.
You have to put the camera down and get my big grouper.
Oh my God. Oh. Bring him in.
Get him in the net. Lift him up.
It's gonna
Give me
get.
the camera, give me the camera. Give me the camera.
Ow, 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 ow. Got him. I got him.
Ready?
I got him.
2, 3.
Oh my God! Loosen the drag, loosen the drag. Oh my, our grouper opening! Oh my God! Wait, okay, let's get this out.
Slow pitch jig.
Oh, hold this, hold this. Guys, look what Senior Salty just caught! Oh my God! I can't get the jig out of the net. Oh my God! Look at the size of that grouper! I gotta put this down. Senior Salty, this is all you. Jesus! Oh my God! Senior Salty, Salty, Salty! Way to freaking go! Oh my God! Okay.
Wow.
Oh my freaking go!
Nice grouper. He is 32 from the tip. Actually, 33. 33 inches, right? So we can get to. Oh, we eatins tonight.
Holy mother. Let's go! I guess!
I think we could do another trip. Holy
Look at all the bait
I
on
told
the
you,
top.
get down
too.
there. Let's get him iced up.
God,
Cool.
give me some! Let's go!
Oh my God, that's the biggest fish I caught down here.
All right, Senior Salty, we have identified this as a gag grouper because it's a lighter color. On the slow pitch, on some brand lure, deepdrop.com. There we go. Shout out to them putting us on our first ever keeper grouper, our first ever gag grouper that we caught. I can barely speak. Senior Salty, how are we feeling?
We're feeling very good.
Look
really
at
happy.
that fish right there.
Biggest grouper I've caught.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna
Unbelievable.
take him and get him on ice.
Unbelievable way to start grouper season and this trip on the Gomexus reel. It's not the brand new LS20, but still LX50 got the job done.
Wow.
Way to freaking go, Senior Salty.
He'll never lost it.
All right, Senior Salty's hooked up again on the slow pitch. Not as big as his, 30-something inch gag grouper there, but still a fish.
Your favorite.
Lane snapper!
Jig is bigger than the
Hold it up for the camera to see there. The lane snapper, that's one of the smallest ones we've ever caught there.
Snagged him on the jig.
Here, let's see that thing.
Look at that big boy.
Oh man, lane snapper.
Our favorite.
I think that means it's time to take another drift. Well, we just had our first fish on the new reel, but unfortunately not as good as Senior Salty apparently, and didn't get hooked up. So we're still trying out here. We're marking lots and lots of fish. We're still coming off of that adrenaline dump we just had from that grouper. That was unbelievable. Just put it as reference, ever since we came down here to Fort Pierce, or up here to Fort Pierce, we've been struggling for any kind of fishing. If you guys follow along, you know that. And that's the first fish that we could say we are really, truly proud of catching out of here. offshore at least. And it feels absolutely awesome to finally have some success doing some bottom fishing out here. So we're through the roof. It's only 10:30 in the morning. We can go back to the dock and we'd be completely happy, but we still got a whole day of fishing ahead of us because Livin Salty has to catch a fish. We got a fish on. First fish, reeling up with the new reel. Not very big, I won't lie. And it's as big as a jig, but a little grunt species or something like that. But you know what? It's the first fish we caught on the new reel, so monumental here. But we're after some bigger fish than that. We got our second fish on the new slow pitch LS20 here. Not a giant, I will say, but the reel's still handling it great. Using it as a winch, just cranking her on in. And this fish is coming up spinning and looks like we found the grunt honey hole. It's gonna be our second grunt. You guys can see he is as big as the jig, but that is unfortunate. And that means we're probably gonna have to go ahead and switch spots since it seems to just be a lot of grunts around here. But we're gonna keep them as bait. That right there is awesome grouper bait. So in case we get tired of slow pitching today, send this guy on down. We got a fish on, and this one's feeling better than the grunts that we caught before. New spot. We ain't catch a fish, switch something up, and we did. And I kind of jinxed myself because it's just a bigger grunt. That is a big boy grunt. Whew. That is definitely a bigger grunt here before, but I totally jinxed it by saying it definitely wasn't a grunt. Oh well, like I always say, fish is a fish. We're having a great time out here doing a little slow pitching today, and we're going for quality fish. Right. Quality fish, baby. Let's put it back down. We got a fish on, and this one feels like a good one. Senior Salty just had the other bottom rod ripped out of his hands when he was letting it down to the bottom, and now we got a big fish on the new LS20 this time, baby. Woo! Oh yes, that drag is smooth as butter. Slow pitch jig. We're using the Jig Pro Deep Jig 200 here, and that's completely cut off. Whew. Did you lose the weight too? It broke the weight off. That's strange. Okay, let's concentrate on this fish first. Oh man, woo, we're getting some action out here today. I'm up to my leader, so we got about 20 feet. It's a big old mutton snapper, or it's a red snapper. Is it a red? It better not be a red. Oh, it's a red snapper. No, it's a huge red snapper. Oh, dang. Oh, if only that was a mutton. That thing's a pig. Oh my God. God, if you guys don't know, red snappers have an extremely short season down here in South Florida of like 3 days.
You know where to come next time, though.
And we just caught an absolute monster of one. Wow. Oh, that thing is ginormous. Why couldn't that have been a mutton snapper? Are you kidding me?
It was for a second, all right?
Well, saw the pink coming up.
Yep. Wow. The endangered red snapper.
The endangered, look, he's looking pretty healthy to me right now.
Well, he's not endangered from us because he's going to get released.
Check out this absolute beast of a red snapper. Definitely my biggest I've ever caught. Unfortunately, he's going to have to be released, but caught here on the Gomexus LS20. Brand new slow pitch reel. Thank you, Gomexus, for sending me out this reel. It helped me catch this absolute donkey. You can see slow pitch jig right there on it. We're going to go ahead and get this.
The Jig Pro Jig?
Jig Pro Jig, baby. If only it was red snapper season, but an absolute pig. Insane. We're gonna go ahead and release him. It stinks we gotta let this guy go, but he's really healthy, ready to kick off. Ready? Back down you go, buddy. We got another fish on, fish on. It's not bad. It's not huge though. It might be a grunt again. It's a sideways grunt. Well, that's okay because we need another grunt for bait, so that works out perfectly. But pull him up sideways and it feels like a big fish. So we're gonna go ahead Not even put this grunt back in the live well. Just gonna hook him right to the nostrils. And he's going down. So I didn't really get a chance to explain all that chaos, but right before I hooked that red snapper, Senior Salty was putting down this grunt, and the line absolutely took off. It completely burned his thumb, got a blister already from it. Thought he was a shark at first, but based upon the way he ran, he came up to the top, which didn't seem very sharky to us. I had good markings though, and I knew there was fish in the middle of the water column because I was just dropping down my jig and was about to start jigging the middle of the water column, but he found that fish before I did, and before that grunt that's supposed to be on the bottom catching snappers and groupers, he found whatever was in the middle of the water column on his way down. We lost our hook. We still got the leader back, but our weight broke off at our three-way swivel, which is very weird. Anyway, that grunt actually got a chunk taken out of him on the bottom, so something was interested when he was drifting along the bottom. But when you're fishing a big bait like that, compared to like a squid or a little chunk of mullet, you're mainly targeting the bigger fish, like the groupers and big mud snappers and stuff like that, and big red snappers. That's what'll inhale a big grunt like that. You're not gonna get the old lane snapper that we normally catch. If you want to load up on those, then we'll use the squid, but we're after big fish today. We got a fish on the grunt that wasn't exactly on the bottom. Whatever it is, it's big. We're gonna treat this like it's a good fish, but I have a feeling it's gonna be something we definitely are not gonna want, but that starts with an S. Especially by the way it's fighting. But the big old gag grouper didn't seem like didn't expect that, so. You never know what kind of pelagic this could be. Do you have any predictions there, Senior Salty? What do you think?
I don't think it's a shark. That's about all I can answer.
I think it's fighting too much to be a dam or more, I can say that.
And you can see our little mascot there.
Is he over here?
Right behind you.
Is he watching?
Yeah, he's watching you.
Oh, there he is. We had this little birdie that's been hanging out with us for like half the day. Our little good luck charm. I got sighting of the fish. It doesn't look like a shark. The bird's curious too. What's the bird think? All right, show the fish. Let's show the fish.
Hey, bird, look at the fish.
That's a snapper. Is that another red snapper? It's another giant red snapper. Oh my God. He's huge. He looks just like the last one. Looks a little bit smaller, but man, oh man.
That hook's perfect right in the mouth.
Oh my God, yeah.
On the grunt.
On the grunt. That wasn't even really on the bottom.
Oh, thank God these dangerous red snappers are still endangered.
Yep.
You think I could just unhook them, you think? Or you want to bring them all in? Oh, wow.
I'm gonna hold him up again.
That's bigger than the last one.
No, I don't think so.
Perfect circle hook on that one.
Oh my God, guys.
Wow.
He's huge. Hooked perfectly. Pops out just like that. Our American red snapper. Oh my God, like I said, oh my Jesus. Oop, he got me there. All right, so we're gonna actually use a descending device because we needed it last time to get the snapper back down. So Senior Salty's gonna get that rigged up for me and we're gonna show you guys how we're sending him back down. So here's our descending device. It's got a swivel with a hook. It looks a little confusing, and it is, but just follow the instructions on the packet. But basically, we're gonna end up taking this hook, we're gonna put it through his bottom lip here, not pierce it all the way through. Then he goes head first, the weight drags him down to the bottom. When it hits, you pull up and it releases the hook out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Set it up here for you, like this. Okay, you ready to let out the line?
Line's free.
You ready? 1, 2, 3. Go down, go down. Now, we went down with the fish. The remora is checking him out. So he's just feeding out the line here, and that's dragging the red snapper down all the way to the bottom. And then once he gets down to the bottom, once the line stops going, Senior Salty's gonna go ahead and jig it up. The hook's gonna let go of the snapper and he's gonna be able to swim around safe. Now we do this because of the barrow trauma. We're fishing in 78, 80 feet of water right now. When it comes up that far, their swim bladders get inflated and they can't swim right back down, so they'll kind of float on the surface. Did you hit bottom? Reel up. Should just be weight. Looks like just weight to me. Reeled all the way up. There we go. What's left is just a weight. That's the red snapper, made it all the way to the bottom. Nice job, Senior Salty. And another freaking awesome catch here today. Wish it was a big mutton snapper, but you know what? We'll take a big fish. Let's open up the red snapper season. Alrighty, it's time not to push our luck today with the fish gods. We thank them very much for an amazing day here offshore. We're gonna head back on in, flay up that grouper, and we are going to be doing a little bit of a catch and cook today. Hope you guys are enjoying this awesome slow pitching adventure. Let's head back to the dock. We are back at the dock now, finally. Senior Salty behind me. He's gonna be on the fillet job because he's a better filleter than me, so I don't want to go ahead and ruin this beautiful grouper. But take a look, one last look before we cut her up, and we are going to utilize this entire fish since it is our first ever grouper we've ever caught. Well, not ever caught, first ever keeper grouper we've ever caught, and I'm gonna be cleaning. So we're gonna be eating the cheeks, we're gonna be in the head, the collars, all that kind of stuff. But Senior Salty is going to go ahead and start filleting this thing up for us. Just like any other fish, make the incision going down the backbone here on the first side. Got the first cut right behind the gill plate. Now he's going to take the knife and just run it along the backbone, taking his time, getting the knife all the way down to the spine of the fish. Make sure it doesn't end up in the water because those catfish will have a field day with it before we can even think about grabbing it. Because it is such a large fish, you got switched over to the other side, the belly side, and he's going to do the same thing and just run his knife along the spine there. Almost there. Let's finish cutting through the last bit of skin. There we go, we got our first grouper fillet ever here on Livin Salty. Look how beautiful and white that meat looks.
Didn't waste anything.
And that is a huge fillet.
Look how much there's nothing here.
And there's pretty much zero waste, which is awesome. Nice job, Senior Salty, there on the first half. We're gonna go ahead, flip around, do the other half, and we're gonna see you guys in the kitchen. And we are back in the kitchen after a long hiatus of catch and cook videos. And it might look a little bit different. My parents did a beautiful job renovating the kitchen here, and it looks absolutely amazing. So it's the first catch and cook in the new kitchen and with a new species, the gag grouper. And take a look at how much meat this grouper processed here after all those fillets. And like I said, we're still gonna process the rest of the fish, but the cheeks and the throats and all that kind of stuff, I might make a separate video on that. We'll see about that. But this weighs up just about over 5 pounds of meat over here. This is awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and do something really simple today because it is late and we want to eat. So we're going to be doing a little lemon butter gag grouper today, which is going to be served over rice with some broccoli. So keeping it simple, garlic, salt, pepper, butter in a pan, and cook it up, serve it. It's going to be delicious. All right, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and go in with a pretty much whole stick of butter here. We are going to be using it for sauce. And you are going to see Mama Salty make an appearance over here in the cooking portion of today's video. She doesn't get in too many of the videos, but cooking's definitely where we can include her on the channel here. So we're going to heat up the butter, we're going to get the garlic in there, start sauteing that a little bit around, then we're going to go in with our fillets. But before we go in with our fillets, we do of course have to season everything. So we're just doing some simple salt and pepper. I would do a little bit of garlic powder, but we are already putting garlic in the pan, so there's going to be plenty of garlic. But we want to season these fillets nicely, nice and generously. Of course, both sides as well. Going with our pepper. Same thing to the other side. Those look beautiful. Now it's time to go in with our garlic. How many cloves of garlic was this?
5.
5 cloves of garlic going in.
1 for each fillet.
1 for each fillet. Put that right in the pan. Start to brown that a little bit. All right, we're gonna turn down the heat just a little bit to our, probably towards our medium side. And we're gonna go ahead 3 to 4 minutes about on each side for our grouper fillets. think we're gonna not overcrowd the pan and just do this in two separate. But that looks good. All right, it's been about 3.5 minutes now, so we're gonna go ahead and flip it on over. And look at that. It does not get much better. And let me tell you, this is such a soft, flaky fish. I mean, this is gonna be absolutely delicious. Some of these bigger pieces might need a little bit more time. Whew, take a look at that. We got the garlic crusted on the outside of the fish. Man, that's looking good. All right, probably about another 3 minutes, I'd say, and those will be completely cooked on through. Fish is all done now. Time to take them off, starting with the smallest piece first. We got Mama Salty on the plate over here. And take a look at that fish. Absolutely beautiful. We were discussing how we wanted to cook this fish, and you know, I just want to keep it simple because with a fish this good of quality, and especially one that we've never actually had before, I just really want to keep it simple. We want to taste the fish, we want to taste the textures of the fish, just some simple butter, garlic, and all that kind of good stuff. Let's go ahead and get these fillets on in here now. Finish up the batch. And we'll be plating it up. So while we have the last of the fish over here cooking up, we're going to go ahead and start plating this up. So we're going to give everybody a nice dollop of rice right in the middle. We're going to go ahead and put one of these from the previous batch. Plate it first right over the rice. We're going to take these freshies on out of the pan and serve them right on top. Let's get a little bit of our lemon juice. Deglazes the pan a little bit there. So we got our sauce all melted here and ready to go. And we're just gonna go ahead and top off this on the fish. There we go. Make sure you put a little bit on the broccoli too. And that looks absolutely amazing. Okay, there's the final result of our plate. Looks absolutely delicious. Just a simple recipe and you can still make it look all fancy and good. So, first time having gag grouper. Here we go. Cheers. Oh man. That fish is soft and delicious. Get some rice. Broccoli. Oh man. That is a perfect fish. In terms of quality of meat, it really does not get better than that. I mean, look at how beautiful that fish is. Nice, white, flaky, sweet, delicious. Everything you want in a fish right there on a plate. So, do either one of you guys want to try it on camera? Yeah. Mama Salty's coming in, wants to make a cameo. She'll give us her honest opinion on the fish.
Oh my god.
Good?
This is really good. That's probably my favorite fish.
Awesome. Gag grouper, Mama Salty's favorite fish. Write that down, guys. But that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Thank you, big thank you out to Gomexus. Thank you again for sending me out that awesome Gomexus LS20 slow pitch reel there. Absolutely awesome. You guys saw I caught the red snapper and made an absolutely delicious meal here tonight. Not the red snapper, we'll be clear about that. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button. Definitely consider subscribing down below. Super thrilled to make an absolutely awesome fishing adventure for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was a long time in the making, but I'm going to go ahead and link another awesome offshore fishing trip over here on the left side of the screen. Make sure you guys go check that out. And until my next video, remember to keep living salty.